Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The Leadership 360 Master's Program was developed as a result of the encouragement of our graduates, in fact. Those that had graduated from the Leadership 360 Core Program, groups 1, 2, and 3, started coming to us after their 1 year was complete and saying, would you write a curriculum for us to continue on? And in fact, would you bring all of us together? Because they were starting to recognize the unbelievable synergy that was available in the L360 family, those who had been through the program before. People were thinking the same way, developing their business in a conscious way, really looking to cultivate life balance along with business growth. And for them to be able to engage with each other and help each other was something that they really started to ask for. So in the fall of 2015, we launched the Leadership 360 Master's Program. It's eligible only to those who have graduated from the 1 year core program. So in September of 2015, we had our first retreat here in Southern California, and it was wildly successful. In fact, it was really interesting for Julie and I to watch that as we kind of stepped back and allowed everybody to help each other, how dynamic the group really was. So what is the Master's Program exactly? Well, let me define it for you. It is a 1 year program that consists of 2 retreats, one here in Southern California and then 6 months later at an alternative location somewhere else in the country. And we as a group vote on that location. So as an example, in the spring of 2016, we met in Chicago and we had an absolutely amazing retreat and an unbelievable time. Now, what makes these retreats a little bit unique is that we bring in an outside trainer for each of them. So as an example, we had an outside expert on time management in September of 2015. We brought in a former CEO of a major coffee franchise who is a leadership trainer who trained us for 4 hours one of the days in Chicago on leadership, effective team meetings, how to hire correctly, and proper employee reviews. So to bring in that outside perspective was extremely valuable. So 2 retreats. And in the odd months, when you're not on retreat, you're coached privately by one of the L360 executive coaches. So you have that intimacy, that one-on-one accountability in supporting you on the successful implementation of your goals. Now, speaking of goals, you never leave a retreat with Leadership 360 without having committed to at least 3 MIGs. Now, what is a MIG? A MIG is an acronym for Massive Impact Goal. Okay, so you're going to select one MIG that is business related, one that is personal related, and then that third MIG is a wild card. It can either be business or personal. So either 2 personal MIGs and 1 business, or 2 business MIGs and 1 personal. And then you develop all the corresponding action items, the actionable steps that will ensure that that massive impact goal is successfully implemented into your business or your life. So you leave every retreat in the Master's Program with 3 MIGs. And then you also leave with 2 comrades, if you will. So we break you up into teams of 3. And you and your 2 partners on your team will meet every single month to help support each other on the successful implementation of your massive impact goals. So there's a tremendous amount of support in the curriculum itself. Finally, speaking of the word collective, that's kind of the mantra, if you will, of the Master's Program. How do we tap into this collective resource of talent? We're talking about some of the top originators in the country and incredibly intelligent people that are thinking an awful lot alike. So in Chicago, as an example, the group came to me and they said, hey, Tim, you did this thing called Loan Toolbox a long time ago. You knew how to put together a platform where we can share intellectual property. What would it look like for us to create a toolbox, if you will, that is exclusive only to those that are in the Master's group, those who once again have graduated from L360? So in the summer of 2016, we launched what we call the L360 Dropbox, which is a private Dropbox only for those in the Master's Program, with all of the best practices and intellectual property of all of its members shared with each other. Everything from marketing materials to scripts, to processes for hiring, training, and for leadership, to interviews with each member in the Master's Program on what their special, unique gifts are. So think of the Master's Program this way. It's a unique private club of people who have graduated from L360 that all have an awful lot to give and are subscribing to the mantra that we're all coaches, that we're all here to teach each other and help each other. So the collective power of this group is something that is unprecedented in the mortgage space. I know of nothing like it. And watching these folks that are embodying this giving mentality help each other and create a tremendous amount of value and upliftment for each other is something that's just very much a pleasure for Julie and I to watch and be a part of.